Hey trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Poke Dad. And unfortunately, we are without the Dancing Bear at first base today. But we'll just somehow manage without him. So, real quick, this is sponsored by Ink Gaming, your answer to all your tabletop gaming needs. Be sure and check them out. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, so moving on, we're gonna do kind of quite a few deck profile videos to try to get them all in before the Oceania Intercontinental and certainly before Collinsville the following weekend. So these last remaining deck profiles are rogue ideas that we've been working on secretly, and now we're ready to share them with you guys. So let's hop into it. This is Jolteon Frogs. So you got 4-3 EV Jolteon. You've got 4 Froakie, 4 Frogadier, and 3 Greninja GX. And then finally you have 1 Ditto, 1 Lele. So Jolteon's your main attacker. You're going to set these guys up on the bench. We do run a super boost, so if you do need to attack and shuffling back in, you can. But otherwise, we do run like Acerola to pick them back up and put them back in. A lot of the time, you're just needing the 2-drop and like 3 as a bonus. Because with Jolteon's numbers hitting 110, Choice Band 140, 1 Electro Power, that's 170, your KO and Lele. And then 1 little Frog Drop, that's 190. And then even a Greninja GX drop, you're at 220. So the numbers set up really nicely, or even just 2 Frog Drops, there's 210. So the numbers work out really good, and we've tried the Jolteon Decidueye, and we honestly didn't really care for it. We like this much better than the Decidueye build. So that's the Pokemon line. And of course, Ditto acts as your 5th Froakie or your 5th Eevee. So moving on to items. Forms of search, we've got 4 Nest Ball, 3 Pokemon Communication, 3 Timer Ball. Now for our power boosters, we've got 4 Electro Power, 2 Choice Band, and then 1 switch so if Greninja gets stuck in the active. We do run Acerola, but having 2 forms of ways to get out of the active plus Guzma. So we run about 4 different ways to get out of the active so we don't get stuck. And it's always nice Jolteon has free retreat, so you don't really have to play like a skateboard or anything like that. So there's the items. 7 forms of search plus 3 timer balls, so 10 forms of search. You're not gonna be stuck with a dead hand and not find Pokemon with that amount of search. So supporters, for Cynthia, to Lily, to Erica. Until this recipe quits working for us, that's what we're going with. I like it better than for Lily and just no Erica. And so, yeah, this recipe's been working for us in almost all of our deck lists. Usually it consists of 3 Cynthia and then 2-2 split. But in this one, we like the extra shuffle power. So, and then 2 Guzmas, 2 Volkners, a Tecton Acerola to get the Greninja line back up in hand and reset them down, or to get something out of the active. So good stuff. It would be nice to have a 3rd Guzma. I guess if you're not set on the Acerola, then that could be your 3rd Guzma. So something to think about. But I like the versatility Acerola brings. So I'll stick with that. Stadium is very simple. Brooklet Hill and Thunder Mountain help Jolteon attack, help get out Froakies, There's no reason not to play these two stadiums, honestly. So, and the Brooklet Helix is like a 5th nest ball, so that's really good. So, and then finally energy. Yeah, 4, 3, and then the 1. Jolteon, super efficient attacker. So you don't need a whole lot to establish him. You know, a lot of times just 1 and then spreading damage out. So, and then later, you know, you get your Thunder Mountain or whatever, and then you can start powering something up on the bench. So, not a whole lot of need for extra energy. They will try to counter catcher or Guzma up your Greninja, so you need to kind of hold on to your Guzmas or your Acerola or your Switch for those situations. So, but if they're doing that, then that means they're pretty desperate. They're not addressing your the threat. So anytime they're not addressing the threat, that means they're kind of on the back ropes and they're looking for a way to buy them some time. So if you just kind of save your switching effects for those situations, you'll be more than all right. So it's a good deck. It's got some really good matchups, and it's got some really kind of bad matchups. So we'll go into it in more detail on our meta forecast / best play, which we will be recording tonight. So that should be uploaded to y'all tomorrow. So be looking for that. Till then, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.